People think that if you make all drugs legal, then everybody's just going to run out and do drugs.
Right.
As the reason why this whole world ain't running out and doing drugs now is because they can't. Welcome to another episode of Rated G with Gary G, Garcia and Brian Licata. I'm your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in misinformation, Brian Licata.
We doing?
We got here. See how I switched that on?
What did you say? I missed it.
I just switched it. Boom.
Oh. Yeah.
Energy, you know? That's how you do it.
You're good at lying, bro. What can I say?
No, it's not a lie if you believe it.
It's not a lie.
George Costanza.
I don't remember that line, man. I don't.
When Jerry was trying to beat the lie detector test because he used to watch that show, was it Dawson's Creek? I can't remember what the show was, but he said he didn't watch it. And the chick was like, you do watch it. And he was like, no, I don't. She put him on the lie detector test. And he asked George, how do I beat it? And George is like, that's like asking Pavarotti, teach me to sing like you. And then when he's walking out, he said, just remember, Jerry, it's not a lie if you believe it.
Melrose Place.
It's crazy how I remember some shit and some shit just don't stick in my head at all.
Yeah, like algebra, for one.
What makes you so sure I wasn't good at algebra? I can't spell it?
No, I feel like you're actually probably pretty good at math. That would actually be my hunch. Is you're probably actually very good at math. Is that
everything that I learned about math, I learned in hustling drugs.
That's fine. That's all you need to
know,
dude.
Like I never connected with math at all until I bought a scale and had to start weighing shit up. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now I get this shit.
That's why they call it.
Now I could tell you, there's 16 ounces in a pound, 4 1/4. Like I know that shit now. I never knew that shit back in the day. I never understood it. There's nothing for you back there. Turn around.
Is that the dog
keeps going in my room and eating my shit, yo.
Oh boy.
It just keeps going in my room and eating my shit. There's nothing for you back there. Get out of there. See? But
why don't you shut the door?
It is, but I can't leave it completely shut because I got my cat. And my cat goes in and out of the room. My cat gets free run, man, and I'm not gonna shut her down.
You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't have to. That dog's got to learn. That's really the truth. I mean, it's true.
That's why I'm the best cat dad ever.
You are. That's a fact.
Okay. Mama's been chilling with me in bed all day. All day. Even when I got up for the brief moment, it took me like an hour to bring my son there and get back. Even in that, when I came back, she was exactly where I left her in the bed, just waiting for me to get back into bed.
Oh, shit.
I thought she was sick.
Every morning.
She's been with me all day.
Every morning I'll take Boots out before I go to work. And then as soon as I come back in, he doesn't even touch his food. He wants to go straight in the room and back into the bed with Tina. And then he sleeps for another couple hours until she gets up.
Now this dog gets walked and then it comes back and it runs all over the apartment. And I'm thinking, if I liked my neighbors, I would feel bad. If I liked the neighbors downstairs, I'd feel bad for them. But I don't, And it's funny because I got a call the other day from the dude who runs the building. He's like, yo, do you got water leaking in your bathroom? And I said, no, I don't even got water on in my bathroom. And they said, oh, because downstairs they were flooding a little bit. And I said, all right, that's probably the crack in my bathtub that I told my landlord about. In the lining of the bathtub on the bottom, there's a crack.
Oh, shit.
And I told my landlord that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I told him that like 2 weeks ago. So now, it's getting worse because the more you step on it, it's like a little bubble, it's cheap ass fucking. So it started splitting a little more. Now it's
that's not good. Your whole tub could fall through.
At
some point, if it got bad enough.
I think I would live. And if I live, then boom, that's exactly what I was waiting for. I'm a sewer dog. As long as I live, if I live, boom.
I mean, the best case scenario is you could just get the whole building you live in from her. That'd be the best case. I don't
want the building, man. I'll take the money and run.
Yeah, true.
If I could still walk.
Yeah.
I might have to take it and roll.
Yeah, take it and roll, man.
But either way, man, it's like, so like, because I don't like them. They're the only people in the building that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a few crackheads in here.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're cool people, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like them. So my neighbor called me today and he's like, yo, could you get the number from your neighbors downstairs? Because we're gonna have to go through their ceiling to fix it. And I said, nope, I don't like them. So you're gonna have to call up the dude who runs the building and have him set all that shit up. Because I could care less. I still take my showers. And
Right.
unfortunately for them, it takes forever for that water to get hot. So I let it run until I'm not taking a cold shower for you, dog. I look out, I put a little towel over the crack to slow it down.
Oh, okay. I feel you. Nice. Okay.
You know, I was thinking of throwing some duct tape on there for now because I know they're coming, but I'm like, fuck them. I don't like them.
Right.
Maybe if I like them.
Well, and I mean, it's really the landlord's problem. It's not your problem,
mama.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not my problem, man.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not your
still gonna
problem.
take a shower.
Yeah.
You can kiss my ass, mama. Don't drink that.
I mean, dude, you did your due diligence.
Oh,
you know,
there she goes.
Hey, mama cat.
There she goes. You're stepping on all the buttons. Just stepping on all the. What did you do there? I don't even know what she just did. Hold on a second. All right, there you go. This fucking cat, man. She runs the place. She don't care. Everyone just walks all over me, dog. And I'm starting to get a little frustrated.
What's wrong, G? Tell me your woes.
Not gonna lie, man.
Tell me your woes.
Nah, you know what, man? I'm actually all right, man. You know, I'm actually all right. For the shit I go through, what could you do, man? You know, you take the good with the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. You know, it's a time you got to go and show you're growing now. You know about the facts of life. You know, because when the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, then suddenly you're finding out, the facts of life are all about you. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's probably my son coming home. The animals are going to the door.
Oh, shit. Maybe it's your neighbor from downstairs telling you that a whole bunch of water is leaking down.
I wish you would come to my fucking. I wish you would come to my fucking door. I'd
now,
be like, can't help
this
you,
was the. Oh shit! Yeah, that's good though. That's what you want. You want that. You want the dog to bark if someone's at the door.
No, I do want her to bark if someone's at the door, but she doesn't when no one's at the door.
Yeah, well,
she lies a lot. She cries wolf a lot. What's up, Bobby?
G, what's up?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
My hardworking son. How was work? There you go. And that's the gist of it. He comes home. I say, how was work? He says it was good, or it sucked, or don't talk to me, and then we don't talk to each other the rest of the day.
That's good. That's how it should be. Me, my girl like that, honestly, too. Sometimes
then your relationship might last. Yeah. The less you guys talk, the longer you'll be together.
Dude, it's
people don't realize that. It's the truth. It's the truth. The less conversation you have.
We have always been good at separating ourselves at times. Even just like in the sense of being able to do your own thing. She got her people. I got
that's
my
how
people.
It's got to be.
Yeah, man. And then we enjoy a lot of stuff together.
Well, love is meant to be shared.
Yeah.
Not owned. So, it's about loving yourself, doing things for yourself. The other person does things for yourself, and then you share those things with each other. And, hopefully it all works. I don't know. Don't ask me, man. What do I know about relationships? I could tell you how to lose a good woman. People always say you're going to lose a good woman. I've never lost a bad woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a bad woman is no loss at all.
Oh, man. Yeah. Are you drinking already, bro? What
but
else
I could teach you a thing about losing good.
What else you got in the coffee? You seem sad, man. You seem sad.
I mean, nah. You know what it is, man? I'm just a little tired of all the bullshit, because when you're not dealing with the bullshit from everything that's trying to be forced upon us, and I can't even really say it no more because then we're terrorists. Now we're basically almost terrorists because we don't agree with the mainstream and we question what our government's doing. So when you're dealing with that bullshit all around you, and then the people around you are also just like giving you more bullshit and negative energy. I'm just tired of all the negative energy from people. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I go through mad shit every day, even the little things. Like that's little shit, man. You gotta let that go, and you can only let that go when you're dealing with bigger issues.
Right.
It's like what Tommy Chong said, man. When you don't have big problems, the little ones become big ones. you know.
Yeah, and the truth is like your problems or like your biggest problem is your biggest problem, you know, and everyone's biggest problem is different and on different scales, and then you can't really compare them. I mean, you can to a certain extent, but you know sometimes you can't. You know,
There's a certain thing that in all my problems, dude, I'm very grateful. See, I'm grateful that those are little problems, that I have those little things. Those are little. Do they get to you every now and then? Sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the shit I'm in, the shit that I do for a living, you know, and I try to live a life that keeps me in a place of peace, because I could easily become, I mean, I don't know if you ever actually witnessed it, but I could easily become a very negative person, you know, and I try not to be. And I feel like if I could get through what I'm getting through, and it's nothing like crazy anyway. I'm sure there's people out there going through a lot worse than what I'm going through, but I've been through mad shit. So if I can get through it, and here I am, anyone can get through it, man. Stop bitching, stop moaning, stop complaining. I'm tired of hearing people complain. I'm tired of hearing people not take responsibilities for the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear motherfuckers say, listen, yeah, I know it's my fault, but, and you throw that but in there, then motherfucker, you ain't taking responsibility. And I'm so tired of people just wanting, I feel like that's the problem with today, man. You know, amongst so many other, the rat society that we live in and all that. That's another problem with today, is that people don't want to take responsibility for the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? It's always someone else's fault. It's always someone else that did it. That's the reason why. Listen, motherfucker, the only control you got is how you react. So
Correct.
if somebody else did something and you reacted like that, that's your motherfucking fault.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to take fucking responsibilities. We got people walking around now, man. It's like, I heard a person complain that they had to drive 25 minutes to work. You know, I don't know if I want to work at this place. So I got to drive 25 minutes. And I'm thinking, I used to walk 30 minutes just to the train, which was a 40-minute ride, to go to a job I really didn't like. You know what I'm saying? For a pay that I feel like really didn't pay what I deserved, you know, but it paid enough for me to pay all my bills. And I did what I had to do. Whatever happened to doing what you have to do? You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to that? Everybody feels like this world owes them something. People, this world don't owe you shit. Nobody owes you shit. You know what I'm saying? And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you'll be able to take control of the shit that you call life. You know, I take responsibility for the shit I do. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm tired of people fucking making dumb decisions and then blaming other people for it. Stop it.
So here's an interesting thing that I think I sent you.
Obviously, there's a lot of things going on around me right now that I'm just not gonna, you know, I'm not a throw people under the bus kind of person, but it's just a lot of bullshit. 73 million. Yeah, they sued the gun, right? They sued the gun maker.
Yeah. So, you know, the details were the 9 families brought a class action lawsuit against Remington Arms, which made the weapon used in the shooting at the Sandy Hook school in Connecticut, claiming the gun maker sought to sell the military grade weapon to the mentally ill. So Remington offered the families $33 million in July.
Wait, how did they sought to sell the military grade weapon to the mentally ill? Like there's that would mean, if I'm correct, don't want to throw no misinformation out there, but am I correct in saying that would mean that their intention was to sell it to the mentally ill?
Correct. Yep, that was that. They're saying that's what the intent was.
And they were able to prove that, I guess, in court, that they went out of their way.
Yeah, they said for the gun industry, it's time to start recklessly marketing all guns to all people for all uses, instead of asking how marketing can lower risk rather than court it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't really get it either, bro. I mean, it's just legal shit, bro. You know?
I don't know what that means, man.
Yeah.
You know? So now they're suing the gun owners. I mean, the gun makers. That's funny. A person can go and sue the gun maker for another person buying, and, you know, the gun maker has no clue who's buying it because they're selling it to the stores and the store sells it. So now they get sued, but yet you can't sue the drug company if it fucks you up with this new shit they popping.
Well, the interesting thing is, we've talked about this before, is like the
federal
government is suing Johnson & Johnson right now for its part in the opioid crisis. You know, bro? Like, the government's suing them. The government can. It's crazy, man.
I finished watching that shit, The Fix.
Oh, bro.
I just finished watching it. It was very, very, very interesting, man.
Let's hear your thoughts.
And they were
I want
talking
to hear your
about,
thoughts on this.
they were talking about the legalization of all weed and how, I mean, not all weed, the legalization of all drugs, which I'm not going to lie, I agree with. I think all drugs should be fucking legal.
I agree with you, man.
You know
I
what I'm
really,
saying?
I do also. I do.
It should be legal. And if you do it and you do something stupid, you can't go and say I was on those drugs.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, in other words, but here's the thing. People think that if you make all drugs legal, then everybody's just going to run out and do drugs.
Right.
As the reason why this whole world ain't running out and doing drugs now is because they can't.
Yeah.
They can't because it's illegal. We can't. No, motherfuckers, people are out there getting high.
Right.
And they said it's no longer like even a theory because there's countries that have done it.
Yeah, Uruguay, Portugal, I think, Switzerland, some parts of Canada, like Vancouver, has been pretty much. They've had drugs decriminalized there since like the 80s.
Yeah.
Like all the super liberal shit that California does, it happens in Vancouver and Seattle first.
Yeah,
And then it goes
but
down.
decriminalization still keeps the violence.
Yes.
Because decriminalization, what it does is it doesn't punish the user.
Now, is there full legalization in
full 100% legalization in Switzerland and that
Uruguay, right?
Yeah.
Uruguay, yeah.
Full. And their cases of overdoses have dropped.
Right.
To a point of
man, because there's not bullshit out there, and then the people where they have these like injection sites and stuff like that. Like if people want to get help, they'll send them into treatment right from there. If you get arrested, they'll put you right into treatment. You know?
Well, they said that statistics show that most people just outgrow it. So if they could live through it, you know what I'm saying? Like if they could live through it without overdosing, that most people will just eventually outgrow it and stop doing it. Like I said, I go back to my neighborhood. There's crackheads there that they're good parents now. They got mad kids and they got weight on them. And I'm bugging out when I see them. I'm like, shit, I remember when this one chick, man, she took a bang of crack in the hallway and went into labor. And now she's just, mom's out there doing a thing, ain't getting high no more, but they said that the overdoses dropped.
Yeah.
The addictions dropped, and even the people who were addicted were going and getting, good shit so that they're not dying. They're choosing their doses, up until the highest dose that's allowed, where they think that if you take more than that, but you can get anywhere of that dose. And they said most people who are doing that, they start lowering their dose on their own. Because what they do also out there is they don't just give you that shit, but they help you. They help you to try to get your work. They try to help you to get back with your family. Right. So there's people there that they're going to these hospitals. They're getting high. They're doing what they got to do, to fix that hunger and that addiction. And then they go and they live productive lives with their families and shit like that, man.
Yeah, man. It's because really in the stuff that they talk about in those like 12-step programs and things like that, they do like it's all about. It's not about the drug. It's about all of the external stuff that is actually the issue. So by fixing all that external stuff, people aren't going to use. They're not going to use drugs as much, or have an abuse issue with them. Yeah. So if you figure out all the other shit, and you're right, it's a matter of keeping the person long enough, alive long enough for them to figure it out.
They talk about the 12-step too, but I'm gonna have to watch that episode again because they kind of go at it, but at the same time, they say they're not going to say it doesn't work for some people.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they're saying that it's become the standard, and
exactly.
And it's become kind of like they put it in the prisons, they put it in the hospital, they put it,
It's dogmatic and doctrine based. It's not necessarily religious kind of shit, but it's doctrine. And that's what people have a problem with.
Well, they're saying
it's not scientific at all.
No, and it's saying that most of the people who do it have no degrees at all. A lot of them are just ex-addicts and shit. And like they're acting as, in a sense, as a psychiatrist and, therapists. And they have no training in it at all. But I mean, they do say it does work with some people. They didn't completely crush it. But it's just amazing how, how something like that can because the thing is, it's a moneymaker when it all comes down to it. Drugs is a moneymaker.
Well, so is the addiction treatment industry too, bro.
Exactly. And that's the reason why they're not gonna,
Yeah.
legalize everything.
Yeah. So basically what they did was they created Oxycontin, and then after that they created Suboxone, which was to help you get off the Oxycontin.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's just like methadone.
Isn't that crazy, man? Like you said, they'll give, when you go to the 12 step, you can't smoke weed, but they'll give you antidepressants. And if those antidepressants ain't right, they'll give you another drug to stabilize that, and another drug to take away this.
Man, I had a really good friend of mine, dude, who he had a drug problem, and he got his shit together. We were talking one day about the medication he was on, and this kid was like 33. Dude,
yeah, you told me this. He was on like 7 different medications.
Oh, I was telling him, I'm like, man, maybe your stomach's fucked up because of all these pills you're taking, man. Like, no wonder you got to go to the bathroom all the time, man. You're taking this thing to level this off, and then adding this, and then subtract. It's like you just. It's like doing a speed. It's like doing a speedball to try to get it to try to level out.
Yeah, I mean, basically what this shit was kicking is, man, it's like you said, man, it's the lack of something in your life that, and even when everything's filled, I mean, you can, there's no problem with getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like they said 90% of drug use has no negative effect on people.
Yeah.
90%. And, once again, I'm quoting this from the movie, The Fix, that's on Roku. So I'm not trying to push out any misinformation, even though, listen, we're not doctors. We're just two people having a conversation with opinions. That's what this whole show fucking is. It doesn't, my views and opinions aren't necessarily the same as Brian's, and his are not necessarily the same as mine, man. Like, grow the fuck up, you assholes. Yeah. Everybody's so fucking butthurt. I'm tired of that shit too.
Hold on 1 second.
All you motherfuckers out there so fucking butthurt over everything. Oh, he said this, he said that. The fuck, man. And the thing is, once it's said, you can't take it back. So go fuck yourself. I'm just rambling while you were going.
That's fine. I just had to turn the AC off because it was just a little too chilly in here. Gene,
oh, was it a little too chilly?
Yeah, I just had to turn the air off. I'm like, ooh.
I turned off the AC, man. Come to my house. It's fucking freezing. I'm here in a hoodie. I didn't even want to wear the hoodie. I had on my fucking whatchamacallit shirt, and I want to sport it, but it's cold like a motherfucker. My hands are all fucking cold. My nose.
I do like the Mets hat. Is that a new Mets hat? I haven't seen it.
No, I pulled it off the shelf.
Okay, I dig it. I like the gray.
Yeah, I don't wear it a lot, but I figure fuck it. I've been wearing the hoodies, so I want to put something different on for the, Did you check out the Super Bowl halftime show? Super Bowl is actually good this year, but I'm not big, it's whatever. It was fun to watch with my son. But the halftime show was banging, son. Big up to Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50, Mary, fucking M, and fucking who was the other dude, man? Fucking I forget his name, but Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. I like Kendrick.
They ripped it, dude. They ripped it.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking show.
I thought it was great. A lot of people were talking shit about 50 Cent. Like,
but he got money. That's what happens when you get money.
He's old too, bro.
He's younger than me. Go fuck yourself. He's younger than me.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a bigger guy than you.
I would like to think that if I had that money, I'd be a lot chunkier too.
Hey, man, he did his thing, bro.
A lot of my diet is eating what I could afford.
True, bro.
You say, how do you keep such a slim figure? I say, I eat what I could afford.
Can I say that to people? Can I use that in common conversation?
Yeah, man. I eat what I could afford. That's how I'm thin, dog. If I had the money 50 had, I'd probably be at least 135, 140.
Yeah.
Which for me would be puffy. What are you laughing at? For me, that would be big.
How much do you weigh, bro? What do you weigh?
125, 128. I fluctuate around there.
Damn. That's good, bro. That's good for, your heart and your body. You're going to live long.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how long I live, man. We'll see. I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be what it's going to be, son.
There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do before I die, but.
Oh, you got a bucket list?
No, I mean, I just, I like to see more places, have, experience more things. Nothing super specific.
How old are you? 30 something?
30. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
30.
30? Oh,
Yeah,
you got a whole
I'll be
lot of life
31.
ahead of you, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, anything can happen. You know, a big
Yeah. I
comet
mean, the
could fall
truth
out
is,
of the sky and just
well, don't look
it's all
up.
gone.
You might not notice it. You know, I mean, it is what it is, dude. That's why you got to make the most of your moment. Make some mistakes, man. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just make sure they're not like life altering mistakes. You know, you don't want to get locked up or anything like that. But, you know, that's the way you learn, man. Make some fucking mistakes. Don't be afraid. You know, don't be
Man,
afraid of the challenges of life,
knock,
people.
knock on wood on that, man. Never want to get locked up. Whew. Nah, dude. I
Don't
like
let me go to jail. I ain't going.
I sometimes don't even ever want to watch any of those kind of jail shows just for that reason. It's because it like freaks me out. I'm like, oh
To
shit.
give you anxiety.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I don't want that to happen to me. I really
Yeah,
don't.
nah, dude. That's what kept me out. You know what I'm saying? I never do nothing that I ain't willing to pay the consequences. You know, and that's the thing, people. See, that's the thing, man. If you're gonna be out there doing stupid shit, know the consequences of your actions. See, that's the problem with most people. That's why they don't want to take responsibility because you know, like they don't realize the consequences of their actions, man. Know the consequences of your actions and ask yourself, are you willing to deal with them? I've never made a move that I wasn't willing to deal with the consequences of my action. Only once. Only once did I do some shit that I was like, yo, man, I really don't want to get fucked up in this shit because I'm not willing to do the consequences
And what was
of
it?
what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Please tell G. Tell the viewers.
Only once when I was like rent was like 2 months behind. You know what I'm saying? I dealt a little blow. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really did that. I was always a weed dude. Weed, you know, hallucinogenics and stuff like that. But you know, I was kind of forced because the weed business was slowing down. The more shit was opening up.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like I said before, all these connects were disrupting the game and disrespecting the game. And you know, I did a little blow here, and I didn't want to do it, but I had to pay that rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I did it for like 3 weeks, and I paid off like 4 months of rent. That blow makes money, but I didn't. You know, I got right out of it. Once I got the money for the rent, I got right out, and I would never go back to that.
That's what you have to do, man. You have to have that
You
exit
know,
strategy.
well, you have to know what you know. My thing is always, if you're gonna hustle, hustle with a purpose.
Right.
Have a goal. To, you know, the biggest
Yep.
problem I see with all these people is they don't hustle with a purpose, man. They all have the opportunity to get out. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at the big time motherfuckers, they all at one point have the opportunity to get out, but you know they're just hustling to hustle and make money, and that's gonna you know fail you quick. So if you're gonna hustle, hustle with a purpose. Know what it is you're trying to get to and get the fuck out. Like I knew I just had to pay. I went for 4 months because it came in kind of quick, and I figured, you know what, I pushed it a little bit. I pushed it for another 2 weeks, but you know, thank God I didn't get
Didn't
out.
need to do that.
No, I didn't need to. I
I
didn't need
know.
to. But I paid
That's
4 months of rent. I paid it all off, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then I went back to trying to, you know, get my shit together. And I did, you know.
mm-hmm.
So, you know, you do what you gotta do sometimes. I'm not proud of it. But yeah, I wasn't willing. Like if I would have got caught, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, motherfucker, I fucked up. You know,
Yeah.
and I was fucking up when I
Yeah.
was doing it. So,
Yep.
you know, I took the risk, you know. So it comes
Yep.
down to know what you're doing. You want to go out there, you want to fuck people over, then understand that sometimes I'm sorry ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out there and you want to be a bully, then understand that sometimes you're gonna bully the wrong person and you're gonna have to deal with those consequences. And if you want to go out there and be a dick, then just understand that every now and then even a dick gets fucked. Be willing to deal with your fucking consequences and take it like a fucking trooper. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to me with sob stories and sad shit. I don't want to hear it. You know, I'm too busy trying to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? But once I would just like to hear a person say, I fucked up. It's all me. I fucked up. Just for once.
I try to own my shit anytime I do something wrong. Doesn't happen often. Oh, hold on. Tina's calling.
Oh,
Hello, you're on Rated G right
did I
now. Are
say
you
something
okay?
wrong? Did I say something
All right,
wrong?
bye.
Normally she hears me, and that's what makes a
Bye.
call.
No, she's not here. She hung up.
So how was your Valentine's Day?
Dude, it was really insanely uneventful. We didn't do anything. We just stayed here.
Anybody who celebrates Valentine's Day after high school is a fucking. I don't want to diss everybody because I know y'all all probably celebrate that shit, man. But that shit is ridiculous. I get it up to high school. You know what I'm saying? You're a little awkward, don't know how to talk to girls.
Mm.
So here's the day where you could just walk up and say, "Will you be my Valentine? Will you be my Valentine?" You know what I'm saying? It's expected. It's a little easier, even though you got to work up that nerve to go up there and be like, "Would you be my Valentine?" So I understand it. But after high school, are we really? Is that really what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it just seems like something that you just got to buy shit for no reason. You know?
To make people feel like shit.
Yeah.
Not just the people who are single. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, that's all that was in the Monday night because I did the midnight show on Valentine's Day, and it was all single people and shit. So I was encouraging them to how good they really got it. You know what I'm saying? I was encouraging them because the truth is, like, I'm just sick of it, man. Like, you could be in a perfect relationship and forget fucking Valentine's Day. Just forget it. Like, I didn't even know it was coming up. I didn't even realize February comes so quick, and then it's like,
it's gone so fast.
And the dude get caught up. If he's a dude who works a lot, he gets caught up, he forgets. And now the chick's like, "You forgot Valentine's Day." Meanwhile, he treats her all the time good, takes care of her, like the relationship is good, there's no problems. But because he forgot Valentine's Day, now there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these single people out there being like, "I ain't got no one for Valentine's Day." You didn't have no one all year. You've been a lonely, miserable person all year. What's the difference with Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day, you feel a little worse. You know what I'm saying? Everyone didn't just start dating that day. Fuck out of here. Stupid ass shit. Let's go spend more money on fucking shit after we just spent money on Christmas and fucking New Year celebrations and going out and all this shit. Let's go spend more money on shit.
Come here.
Fuck out of here. Told you, man, I'm doing my own holidays now, man. I'm tired of the government telling me what days are special.
Which ones are going to be most special to you? I think April 16th should be high on the list. It's a great
April
day.
16th.
My birthday. Also, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's birthday.
I'm not even doing my birthday anymore, man. I'm going like what Prince said, man. I only have one birthday. I was only born once. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only going to die once. So in the words of the great Prince, man, I've only had one birthday. How old am I? I've only had one birthday. I'm one, motherfucker. I'm a 51-year-old, 1-year-old.
I don't remember that Prince quote. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it was in an interview. I was watching this conspiracy thing on how they killed him.
That's what you heard it in. You heard it in that. Did you actually?
No, but you know what I heard? No. I heard him say it. It was an interview, and he says, they said, "Oh, when is your birthday?" And he goes, "The day I was born was this day." And he says, "I don't celebrate birthdays. I was only born once." I don't know if Prince is necessarily the dude I want to take. Prince is actually a cool dude, man. He did a lot of good things behind the scenes. Didn't want his name known or mentioned on it. He did his thing. I mean, what do I know? I didn't know the dude personally, so I'm a fan.
You can never really tell.
I'm a fan of some of it.
So some of his music, not all of his music.
Not all. No, I didn't like all his songs, but I'm a fan of him. I mean, I give him credit, man. The dude was a very talented individual, man.
Talented musician.
Yeah, man. I forgot what album it was he did, but he did a whole album with like no bass, no bass line or some shit, no basses at all. It was just guitars and shit.
I didn't know that.
I forgot what album it was, but nah, he's a genius. He's a genius. I take nothing away from him, but I don't like everything I write. So,
what are your opinions on Kanye West?
I have none.
No.
Nah, I don't. His new album, I've heard some things on it. My son is, play some tracks while I'm driving with him. They're all right.
Yeah.
They're all right. I don't follow the dude. I know that there was a point where he was bugging out, Yeah. There's a comedian yesterday who said this joke about his grandfather being racist. And he says that his grandfather can't tell Kanye West the difference between Kanye West and Who's the dude that got out of prison and then became president? What's that black dude's name, man? That they put him in not the president. I think it was Africa or some shit. What's his name, man?
Obama?
No, not Obama. The dude, they locked him up. They locked him up.
Oh, Nelson Mandela.
He goes, he can't tell the difference between Kanye West and Nelson Mandela. He goes, if you can't tell the difference between Kanye West and Nelson Mandela, you are either a deep racist or you're Kanye West. It's a great joke. I wish I remember the dude's name. I don't remember his name. It's not my joke, though. It's a great joke.
Yeah, it's funny. Very funny. Was it Lemaire when Lemaire came down? Is that what the guy?
This was yesterday. This was yesterday. Okay. Yeah, the kid came on. You know, he ate a dick after that, but not because he didn't have good jokes. I don't get it. Like the crowd just wasn't feeling him. Really? Then one person yelled that he looked like Charles Manson. And then I couldn't stop seeing it.
Really?
I couldn't stop seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't stop seeing it. When I got up there, I said, yo, I couldn't stop seeing it. Like when she said Charles Manson, I was like, y'all better start laughing at his jokes. Remember Charles Manson, old Charlie wanted to be a musician, man. And they didn't like his music. And then I'm thinking, yo, imagine he wanted to be a comedian. Then it would just be the Joker movie.
That's pretty good. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't even, like I was thinking that'd be like a dope movie. Instead of him wanting to be, you know, a musician, old Charlie boy wanted to be a comedian. But he kept eating dicks. So he got mad and sent all those people out. But then I said, then really that would just be the Joker. Right? Isn't that the Joker? The Joker wanted to be a comedian and he sucked.
Is that really what his origin was? I didn't remember that about him. Yeah, I guess that's what it was, right?
He worked as a clown. He was trying to be a comedian.
Yeah, clown. Yeah,
you know, but it's all that he was just depressed all the time and shit.
Yeah,
you know, he had some sort of brain problem. I think. You know, I don't know. The problem with that movie is I related to it so much.
To the Joker.
Yeah, that's the scary shit. When I first watched that movie, I was like, I feel you, dog. You know, like when he was sitting there in the house alone and he started laughing and then just started crying, right? And I look at Mike and I go, what's wrong with that? I do that every day. I'm like, that makes him crazy? How does that make him crazy? I do that shit every day, man. It's amazing.
The levels are off.
It's amazing, yo. Nah, I mean, you know, whatever, man. I mean, that's the thing. I take things in stride, dog. You know, relax, people. You know, everything goes in cycles. You know, the rain don't last forever.
Yeah, it's very, very true.
You know what I'm saying? The rain don't last forever. The problem is people get so caught up in it that they miss the good things, and then they feel like there's never no good things. There are. You missed them. You know, and that's it. I'm done with people that just focus on negative shit. I'm done with that, man. I can't do it no more, man. Like every time you see them, they just have something negative to say.
It's important, man. You really need to surround yourself with positive people, you know, and whoever you surround yourself with, that's who you're going to be like. It's like the best advice you could ever give or get from anybody.
So then it makes you wonder, like, if you're a negative person, should you surround yourself with other negative people? And then once you see that everyone around you is just as negative as you, would that then make you happy?
Well, no. So what you do is all the negative people are over here being negative together.
Yeah.
And then there's groups of people who are being positive. Then every once in a while, one of them straggles over and joins the right people, and then they stay.
And you try to pull them over to your team one person at a time.
But every once in a while, bro, you fall from grace and you come back down to the dark side. It's a circle, you know. It's kind of like the yin and the yang, bro.
I'm just saying, like, no, I'm not saying that people don't get negative. I'm saying those people who are always, you can't even remember the last time they said something of positivity. You can't even remember the last time they were like, yo, with a smile on their face, like, yo, this shit, check out what, you know, no, it's always negative. It's always like,
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody posting their feelings on fucking Facebook and Instagram. Get the fuck out of here, man. All caught up in your feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? What are your feelings? Talking about your feelings on Instagram, Facebook. Shut up. You know, they should put a thumbs down emoji on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can just be like, boop. Just get, you know, I'm sure I get a lot of thumbs down on all my shit.
Oh yeah,
I would get a lot of thumbs down.
we would get mostly thumbs down on the show, I think.
Probably, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it don't hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Who was we're gonna give a fuck you shout out for our boy Self.
Oh, for Self, yeah. He had some issues. Somebody did somebody steal his page?
I don't really know what the deal was. I think he was trying to buy a Christmas gift.
Oh yeah, they
Valentine's gift.
Yeah, they jerked him on a gift or something. Yeah, fuck those people, man. On behalf of my man Self, special fuck you shout out to those motherfuckers who gamed them on Valentine's Day, man. But once again, see, Self, you're too old. You're too old to be celebrating Valentine's Day, man. If you wasn't celebrating Valentine's Day,
he was doing it for his kids, bro.
For his kids. That's right, for his kids. All right, I'll give you a pass on that one.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't even get my daughter shit no more. She got a husband now.
He's got younger kids, you know.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. No, I bring that back, Self. You're the dog. I know you're watching, so I'm gonna tell you, dog. I apologize.
Make it mine.
I apologize. What was it?
Yeah, make it mine. I'll pull it up.
Make it mine.
Yeah, make it
mine. Fuck those people. It would be nice for this shit to blow to a point that when we give fuck you shout outs to people, they actually have power.
Yeah, like it hurt their business.
Like we could hurt their business. Fuck that, man. Why try to shut me down? I'll shut you down, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the canceling. You know? Why don't anybody go out trying to cancel the cancelers? Why isn't nobody out there finding out who these motherfuckers are that are trying to cancel these people, getting information on them? Because we all know if they're human, there's some information they don't want people to know. And let's start canceling those motherfuckers. Let's cancel the cancelers. Is it possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it possible? Who are these people? Who are these people that are coming at everybody? Like, who's going at Joe Rogan right now? Who are the people that are going at Joe? Who are these people?
I mean, dude, so like the hard thing is, and we've talked about it before on here.
You know, who are these people? Well, we know the trans community was going after Dave Chappelle, which I found was very unfair.
Here's what happens though, man, is these clips get made of people that are edited by somebody like me, right? Who can edit. And they're just posted online from accounts that aren't really from people, you know? They're like, either they get posted in groups from like bot accounts or wherever the fuck, and it gets people stirred up. And that's really where the anger is. Like, if you didn't know that people were mad about all this stuff, like, because you see it on you at all times, people wouldn't really be mad, you know? It's like if a tree.
The truth is, if they didn't try to cancel motherfuckers, I wouldn't even know anything about half the people they trying to cancel.
Right? Yes.
They're the ones who bring that shit to the forefront. Because I wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about Kramer, right? When Kramer fucked up, and he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, if somebody didn't record that and put it out there, and all these people get angered and start putting it out there, the only people that would have been angry that night would have been the people in that club.
You're saying we need to suppress all information is what you're saying.
I'm not trying to suppress information. I'm just trying to say I miss the days when you could get your ass kicked. And the only people who knew about it were the people that were there when you got your ass kicked. Now you fucking go get your ass kicked by some 15-year-old. You go to buy a burger at Burger King and you're getting recognized. Ain't you the dude who got his ass kicked? You know what I'm saying? By that
on TikTok 2 days ago.
TikTok. Yo, your shit went viral. Yo, look, dog. You know, especially if like something like crazy happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it was like some real
like you got struck
up shit.
Like you got struck by lightning.
Like some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Or like giving somebody
like he punched you in the face, and when you got knocked out, you fell head first into a pile of fucking Rottweiler shit. And now you're known as the knockout shit or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, look, son. It's the shit dude. It's the
so
Rottweiler dude.
there was this video of this kid after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. There was this kid in the in the street in Philadelphia who ate horse shit off the ground from the police horse. And it went viral. And he knew this kid who knew my cousin. And a couple of days after the Super Bowl, the kid was at my cousin's house drinking and telling him the story. Meanwhile, his clip is going viral, and pretty much everyone knows about that now. It's like common in sports.
Well, I mean, he deserves that.
Of course.
He deserves that. That's different.
Of course.
That's a little different.
No, but yes, it is different. But just the amount of people that can know about that.
Oh, yeah.
So quickly. Yeah. So quickly.
It's I miss the days when, when all that shit wasn't so. I mean, do we need to know about everything?
See, but the problem is if we wouldn't have this show, or no one would watch the show if we weren't in the time, the age and time we're in. You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's cool. We wouldn't be able to do this.
Pros and its cons, man. Everything got its pros and its cons.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do this. I mean,
and plus, if these people weren't all fucked up, if we didn't live in a fucked up society, what would we have to talk about?
Gee, so
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a blessing and a curse. If not for the assholes, then what would we have to talk about? Who would I have to throw a fuck you shout out to if there weren't idiots out there who make us want to say fuck you?
We love the
like my downstairs neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Who I'm flooding out every time I take a shower.
Do you ever, you should just get a bowling ball and just roll it on your floor.
So I want to get all kinds of shit. I want to start taking up jacks again. I'm gonna start playing jacks again. I'm taking up all kinds of shit.
Get a little trampoline, an indoor trampoline.
Dude, I remember when I lived in Astoria, man, the apartment before my last apartment, my upstairs neighbors, I used to think they were dragging bodies and bowling and all, like I would never know what the sounds were. In fact, it was so crazy that one of my friends had sent me a video of it was a skit of these upstairs neighbors just purposely dropping different shit on their floor, and the downstairs person being like, what the fuck are they doing? I felt like that's what they were doing, because it literally would sound like they were dragging or moving furniture all the time. I was like, these motherfuckers are forever changing the feng shui. Is that what it is? Feng shui? It's like they're always changing their room around and shit. Like, keep shit where it's at, dog.
The people above me do
feng shui. How do you say that word?
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Yeah, feng shui. The people above me, man, are kind of like that. Like every night around like 8:30, in between 8:30 and 10, I always hear stuff like moving around. Like, what the fuck they got going on?
Yeah, but do you go and do you complain? Do you call the cops?
No, because it doesn't bother me,
During the lockdown, they complained to me, knocked on my motherfucking door during the lockdown, saying my lady hears you walking around all night. And I'm like, I'm confused. Does she hear me running or jumping? He was like, no, just walking. I said, well, when I learn how to float, I'll let you guys know. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. Walking? I think I hear someone getting murdered upstairs every night.
Yeah.
It's not ratting because nobody knows my address. But I think I hear someone getting murdered every night upstairs. And I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
It's not your problem. I don't get this
whole.
It is not your problem.
Motherfuckers complaining about upstairs here. I think, motherfucker, you want a house. You live in a building. When you live in a building, you got to deal with the shit with everybody around you.
Yeah, man.
What you want is a house.
Yeah, when people were complaining about the boots over here, what am I supposed to do? He's
Get a welcome mat, giving them the finger. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck yourself.
Nah, but I am also glad that they let me know, so I know he was, not having a good time during the day. And now sometimes I get him a sitter if Tina's not here,
Oh, what did you think? Oh, you get him a sitter now?
Yeah, every once in a while if Tina's not here, but Tina's here a lot, Yeah.
You're one of those.
What?
Sitter for the dog.
Honestly, bro, it's
I don't care. Whatever. If you can do it, why not do it?
Well, no, I take him somewhere to like this.
You going to like a doggy daycare?
Yeah, man, but it's just like it's at this vet clinic, and they just have a field with a bunch of dogs in it, and he kicks it there all day. He fucking loves it. Every time I pick him up, he's mad, super excited and tired. So
You think he's got himself a bitch over there?
I mean, I think he's just playing. I think he's having a good time hanging out with other dogs. Off the leash in a field, like he likes it.
And then he comes over and rubs his nose and kisses your face. That same nose that has been up every single dog's ass in that park, because that's what dogs do.
Yeah, whatever, man. They're dirty. I love my dogs.
Nasty ass, dirty animals.
Come here, Mr. Boots. Come here.
Not as disrespectful as fucking birds, but
Yeah, birds are fucking dinosaurs, man.
They're disrespectful.
Wow, they
shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come out, I see bird shit on my car. I'm like, the whole world is your toilet. You got to shit on my car?
Yeah, we really only care about mammals, man.
What are birds again?
Those
marsupials. What are marsupials?
A marsupial is like a koala and a kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there marsupials, or is that a word I made up?
Birds would be like avian. They're avian.
I never even heard that. Is that a real word?
Like, have you ever heard of an aviary, which is like a place where they have birds?
I heard of aviation. I went to the high school.
Also of the air, so that's okay. It's probably Latin.
I'll take your word for it, man.
What I would guess.
I don't know. Live and learn. I learn things too, people. I learn things too on this fucking show sometimes, man. Oh, look at the little dog. He's getting big. He doesn't want to be on here. Look at him. What's with the sad eyes and all those fucking dogs, man? Why they always look so fucking sad?
Because he got beat, man. This dog was abused before we got him.
They all look sad. This one walking around with the sad fucking eyes all the time, man. I'm depressed enough. I don't need to looking at me like fucking I'm expecting to hear this chick start singing in the arms of an angel.
I mean, he's got his balls chopped off, man. How happy is he supposed to be?
They say it's supposed to make him happy, but I don't think so.
He ain't fucking happy. Why was that so funny?
That was classic because you had to see your face. You could tell you're looking at the dog. And you're just like, it's supposed to make you happier. You're like, he ain't happy. Classic.
Yeah, dude, this motherfucker's not.
You got to make a clip of that shit. That shit is classic right there. They're supposed to live longer. They're supposed to live longer.
I don't know, man.
They say it's supposed to take away a lot of stress, like thinking about having sex with other dogs. If people weren't so sexual, man, I don't think this world would be as bad as it is. Sex causes a lot of drama in this world. Wars.
Yeah, it's money too, behind a lot of it.
Well, why? But it all comes down like, why do people want a lot of money? They want a lot of money so they can get any woman they want.
It is really what it boils down
why
to,
do
right?
Why do dudes get dope cars? So they could attract women. You know what I'm saying? Why do dudes want good jobs and nice apartments? So they could attract women. Because you already know when dudes live together, they don't give a fuck. Dudes don't care, man. They wear the same fucking jeans, same shirt, as long as it doesn't stink every fucking day. Why do you shave? You know what I'm saying? You shave so you look good so that your lady's still attracted to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do everything that dudes do. You know what I'm saying? It's to somehow, it's peacocking.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a form of peacocking,
Stunting.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for the fact that we're constantly trying to gain that attention, I think shit would be a lot more smoother. Think about it. Women wouldn't be getting harassed. There'd be no harassment if people weren't so sexually fucking charged. There wouldn't be no fucking harassment. Men. Yeah, men. Yeah, man. Of course. Yeah, man. It's that testosterone, baby.
It's wild. It's wild to think about. I mean, that's our animalistic nature. Is what that is. It's just fucking.
I mean, the reality is, man. Like, I respect what women have to go through just on a regular basis because they're constantly, once they enter out into that world, man. The truth is, they're at the mercy of man's. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, treating them human. You know what I'm saying? Like caring.
Yeah,
And
the thumbprint of man. You know, it's been run by men forever, really until very, very recently. The women took a way bigger
well, I
role
don't
in
think they would.
everything.
I don't think before air conditioning and indoor plumbing, they were really fighting to take control of things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think they were kind of chill at what they were doing, and then once everything got established, now it's like, okay, you know, you motherfuckers don't run everything. You know
A
what I'm
pretty broad
saying?
generalization, but
I just don't
I'll
think there
agree
was
with
too
you.
many women going, what do you mean I got to stay home and you're going out to kill lions? I want to go out there and kill lions too. You know, I don't know. I could be wrong, you know.
Depends on the culture, man. Really
That's
depends on the
true too.
culture. You know,
That's true too. I mean,
depends
you
on the
know,
ethnic
I had
group.
no problem letting y'all go out there and do everything. I'll be a stay-at-home dude,
Dude, I've told Christina,
you know.
let me do my video work, my podcast, and I'll take care of the shit around here. You go out and make the money. You know?
Go out, make the money. I'll you know, buy
Yeah.
me nice underwears. I'll wear them when you come home,
Mhm.
and I'll be cooking.
Yeah,
You know,
cooking, cleaning, man. I like doing all the shit around the house, man.
what else? Because you're a bitch. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't necessarily like it, but I'll do it. You know, I can do it. It's not fucking rocket science. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's not rocket science, people. It's sweeping, cleaning. You know, the fuck.
A little fabuloso.
My house stay clean, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I keep
Gotta
it clean.
keep a clean house, man. Gotta keep a clean spot.
Stay clean. I got no problem keeping shit clean.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude. I don't even understand people who like eat shit and just throw shit on the floor. Like, the motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers, the houses be fucking baked.
Mhm.
You know, and then you come in, hey, make yourself at home. You're looking around like, what do you want me to do? Start cleaning? When you say make yourself at home, do you mean start cleaning?
Yeah.
Fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hey, have a seat. Fucking where? You know what I'm saying?
Right on top of the trash, Gary. Just sit right on top of it.
I remember one time we went to this dude's house, right? It was my band, Rustin Blues, and this dude had a studio in his house. I'm not gonna say names. I don't want to blow nobody up, right? But we get to this house, and the house on the outside was nice. It was a house, you know.
Mhm.
And we go inside, and it was like he just set off a bomb. It was like a bomb got set
Trash.
off. Just
Trash.
just there was no rhyme or reason, man. It was just piles of shit. Like, there was a pile of clothes with like a pizza box and more clothes on top of it. Like, just the mess. The kitchen was
The trash I can't do, man. If there's a little like disarray or like a little clutter, that doesn't bother me. But unclean.
This was
unclean.
we went out to go smoke in the backyard, and there was a pile of kitty litter.
Oh, dude, I'm out, bro. I'm out.
To the first
I'm
floor
out,
window.
bro. Fuck, I'm out, dude. I'm
right?
out.
But the studio, however, was clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, the studio, I wouldn't say clean, but it was like, you know, dude doable. You know what I'm saying? It was the cleanest place in the whole place. So the dude says to my band, he says, you guys want some spaghetti? You hungry? I'm making some spaghetti. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Right? And they were all like, yeah, we'll take some spaghetti. They go to my man Carl, my brother Ivan, Peter George, and all my peoples that had to suffer through, yo. So they're eating it, and they're like, yo, this is good. And we go back downstairs. Actually, this is when we found the litter. We go downstairs, we walk through the kitchen, right? After everybody ate, we walk through the kitchen. We go outside, we open the thing, and we see this mountain of litter going up to like the window. It's like just under the window, right? And
he was
and
just
I'm like
throwing it out of the back of the house.
Right out the fucking the litter box.
That's fucking foul, bro.
And I go, yo, is that fucking litter? And then you can see little shits fucking popping out. Right? And my friend's like, yo, that's gross, that's gross. And then we put the cigarettes out, we walk back in as we walk back to the kitchen. I go, yo. He goes, what? I go, is that the pot he cooked the sauce in?
Outside?
No, because we had to come back in through the kitchen to go back up the steps into the studio. We had to go through the kitchen. So we're walking back in after smoking our cigarettes, and I stopped and I tell my man, "Yo, is that the pot that he cooked your sauce in?" And it's like a big pot, like they use for the soup kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's sauce, just like it's covered, but not new sauce.
Old sauce.
Sauce that looks like it's been there for years. It's not coming off. The only way you're getting this sauce off is with a hammer and a fucking flathead screwdriver. And you bang it, and you're gonna fuck the pot up. It's not gonna pop off. It's gonna scrape right through the pot to get it off.
You need a new pot.
Yo, dude, my man went, oh, he's just ready to throw up. I go upstairs. I'm like, yo, you gotta go see the pot he made your sauce in. And then one of the dudes says to dude, is that the pot you made the sauce in? He's like, yeah, man, it tasted good, right? Because it got all the flavor from the old sauces. Dude. I said, I'm glad I didn't eat. I'm glad I'm not a spaghetti dude.
I couldn't honestly be in the guy's house after that. After really any single one of those things you talked about, man, let alone all of them combined.
If I'm correct, Peter George was like, oh.
We got to get somebody on to recount this story.
Yo, that shit was so fucking funny, man. I could not. You had to see this pot, dude. It was so big and
I really don't want to talk about it much more, man. I feel like it's been descriptive enough. We really don't need to go into it any longer than we already have. Everyone has stopped watching this episode by this point.
It looked like a volcano, dog, like it erupted. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like an old volcano, like old lava.
I wonder what the stovetop looked like, dude.
Dude, and the thing is, there was like stacks of newspapers, and
he's a hoarder for sure. A hoarder.
It was. Yeah, he's even hoarding the litter.
It's
I think he
bizarre,
says he saves the litter for the snow. I think that's what he said, because I did question. I was like, dude, what's up with the litter, dude? Like, and I think he's like, oh, I keep it out there. So when it snows, I put out the litter, and I'm like, but there's lumps of shit in it.
Oh man.
If not for these people, what stories would we have to tell?
I don't know. This was one of the more haywire episodes, man. I feel like we've had in a long time. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Yeah. What? I mean, that is a really good idea to reuse the kitty litter for the snow, because people do use that to melt the snow, but not if it's used with shit in it, son.
But you just said to reuse.
No,
so you're saying it's all right if you scoop out the shit.
No. It's all right to it's all right to use kitty litter.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Or to use kitty litter to soak up oil, like in a garage. If you spill oil or something like that, or gas, you can put it in. It'll soak it up. But not if there's cat shit in it already.
Well, you think the cat shit will help to soak it up?
Yeah, but then you have to scoop up the cat shit. So at what point do you stop using the kitty litter? Right? Do you
when it goes past the window? Guess.
No, but how many times do you keep reusing it? Like, if you use it for the snow, do you then scoop it up after it melts the snow and then toss it into something else? Or do you just let it wash away?
Well, then it's clean, so you could just throw it back in the kitty litter box. It's like a cycle. He's recycling.
Yeah, it's renewable energy. It's renewable energy, man. This guy, I mean, he actually has a really fantastic
He got
idea.
it down.
Yeah.
He's got it down. But I'll never forget that, man.
I bet he doesn't spend much money on kitty litter at all.
He does.
It's like a once every 7-year investment. He has to buy.
He doesn't even understand how people spend so much money on it. He doesn't even understand it. Can't even comprehend it. You know. Now I've been in some bad apartments, dog. I remember one of my dudes was a squatter. One of my boys.
His fish tank he just keeps outside, and then the water comes down from the rain and just keeps refilling it.
Yeah, dude. One time we went to go to see one of my connects, And it was in the Lower East Side. And the dude's like, yo, come upstairs. And we're walking to his apartment. And this motherfucker walks into an abandoned building. I'm like, yo, you live here? And he's like, yeah, there's like 5 tenants. We took over the building. I'm like, what? Dude, the whole building's black. There's steps missing. You know what I'm saying? It's like an abandoned building in the LES, Lower East Side, abandoned building. And these motherfuckers took it over. They took it over, squatted in it, took the electric from a pole, ran it into the apartment. And this motherfucker lived in an abandoned building, dog. And it looked 100% abandoned. I'm talking like there were floors that were missing. You could have fell through holes and went straight down. Like completely ruined and abandoned. Like those old, when you see the South Bronx.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know what you're talking
back
about.
in the day.
Yeah, wow.
And he lived in that shit, dog. Hey, come inside, have a seat. Milk crates for seats. And this motherfucker was my connect. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
He was my connect. He was making money.
And he
living in an abandoned building.
Well, I mean, yeah, you really lower your rent costs and increase your margins.
He wound up missing for a couple of years.
He went missing?
For a couple of years. And then they found him in the woods, decapitated.
Oh, really, bro?
Yeah, crazy stories, right?
Hey, man, have you heard about that dude who was on the outskirts of Philly that was found decapitating his girlfriend in his apartment recently?
No, I did not. Ooh. I don't really watch the news, man. Why watch the news when I have stories like that? Who needs the news when your real life is like the story I just told you? Yeah, man, I've been around some people, dude. I got some crazy shit.
Yeah. So Clifton Heights, PA, a man has been arrested in connection to the gruesome murder of his ex-girlfriend in Delaware County, PA. This was last Friday. Police were called to the Willow Apartments on Springfield Road at 4:15 a.m. Police say a fight between the two turned deadly. This kid.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, he was in the process of beheading the woman.
Yeah, but look at him.
Yeah,
look at him.
Yeah, he's on drugs.
Don't blame the drugs.
Yeah,
don't blame the drugs. That is the face. You know, the boy next door. No one saw it coming. No one could believe he did it. He was always such a good boy. See, it's shocking to me.
No, it's shocking to me that everyone else that this actually happened.
Oh, yeah.
Not that it was him. They're just
but crazy. I mean, the fact is, if you knew him in your hometown, you should have known it was possible. If that kid's walking around, you know what I'm saying? You should have known it was possible. You know, it's possible this kid one day is going to fucking kill somebody. You know, it's actually crazy how I think about how many people I know that have actually went out and killed people, man. It's fucking insane. You know, to kill someone is crazy, man. It's crazy. That's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit. Take someone else's fucking life over, you know, like what is possibly worth it? I mean, unless that person like did some old crazy fucking, you know, I spit on your grave shit.
Well, that's not nice.
You know, but the reality is most murders, man, are over dumb shit. You know, most of them are over dumb shit. It's crazy. You know,
I'm trying to pull something up for you, G.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm segueing into another article for you. I don't know where it is. What the fuck?
I think that's fucking insane, man, when I think about it. I remember when I first got, I want to hear a crazy story. You want to hear a sick fucking crazy story? This is sick. This one is sick. There was this dude in my neighborhood when I first got signed to Epic Records. Right when I got signed, of course, then all your friends start hitting you off with demos. This dude comes to my house. He lives in the building behind me. And he comes to my crib and he says, yo, I got this dope ass song. You know, it's going to be a banger. And he plays it. You know, he plays the song for me. And the song was called Our Anniversary. Right? Mm-hmm. It was, you know, it was a horrible song. Almost like a Charlie Manson character in a sense. I'm glad he didn't kill me now that I think about it. Because, well, I didn't say it was horrible. I was just like, oh, yeah, you know, I'll see if I can, drop it off. But I was like, I ain't dropping that shit off. This song is
Right.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Like Casio shit. It was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, what you got to do is just say, hey, man, I dropped it off. Sorry, it's out of my hands.
I said, I'll give it to my man. That's what I told him. I said, I'll give it to my man.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'll give it to my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then, like, I guess 2 months later, I'm going to work, and I just see in front of this building mad cop cars. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm leaving for work, and I just see mad cop cars in front of his building, some ambulances and shit. And I walk by, and I'm like, damn, something licked off in that building. I go to work, open the paper, and I get to the paper, and this motherfucker went home, murdered his lady and her 3 kids.
Wow.
Decapitated all of them. And the cops had to break down the door. This motherfucker, they said, was sitting in the rocking chair with one of the kids' heads.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up, bro.
Isn't that crazy? Those are the people I grew around. This dude was in my house. This dude came into my house. I would have never guessed it. To be honest, I kind of get it now. Because in the picture, he looked like a killer. But that's because I knew he was a killer. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I see it now. But I didn't.
I might have not
I didn't have a clue.
I might have not even told you about this that happened recently amongst my friends. So this kid was a traveling nurse in New Jersey, and he was working up in Hackensack. And he okay, so here it is. I'll just read it for you. The traveling nurse confronted a patient care technician at 5:15 in a hospital break room. Authorities said he hit the woman with a wrench and then set her on fire. He fucked this lady's day up, and then drove down to Hamilton, where he's from.
You think he fucked her day up?
Dude, yeah, 30-degree burns, bro.
Yeah, I think he fucked her day up. I think he fucked up her week, her month, her year, quite possibly her life.
Right, yeah. And so then he drove back to Hamilton in South Jersey, which isn't far from AC, and killed himself. Yeah,
who was that? Your boy?
Yeah, dude, I went to high school with this kid. I've known this kid since 7th grade. We weren't really close friends at all, but I had a couple classes with him. Never had any beef. Nice kid, smart kid. Like I was in like some like science classes and shit with him. Dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. It was like, whoa, didn't see that coming from that guy.
It's crazy when it's
like
somebody
zero indication of anything like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. I got some kids from here that I grew up with in my buildings. One kid in my building, man, he lost it, man. Killed his lady on Valentine's Day at a job, then went home and killed himself when the cops were trying to get through the door. Yeah, people be bugging. Like I said, man, why?
I'm sorry, I feel real bad for that kid and his family, man. He had a couple brothers and,
Yeah, I don't feel bad for this kid. He was always a dick.
He was not, bro.
No, not your boy.
Oh.
The one I was talking about, I grew up in the building. I used to beat him up. Him and his brother used to try to jump me all the time. And they couldn't. And he couldn't. They couldn't. The funny thing is they couldn't, but they always kept trying. It was the only win I ever got when I was young was on them too. Mm-hmm. Those were the only wins I got. Everything else, I took a lot of L's. I was little. But with them, for some reason, I always kind of came up on top. And yeah. I remember my mother's like, did you hear? And I'm like, yes, I heard. I can't believe it. I said, I can believe it. He was always a dick. Mm-hmm. He was always a dick. He had just gotten out. And it's funny because he had just gotten out and I hung with him when he had gotten out of prison because he had went to prison for killing a crackhead.
Killing a crackhead?
Yeah. A crackhead robbed him and then had the nerve to come back and try to get crack from him again. But he was a sucker. He shot him in the back. He gave him the crack when he was walking away. He shot him in the back. So that goes to show you he's a sucker. He was always a sucker. Sorry. I know anybody who knows me and knows the neighborhood knows what I'm talking about. But, if you knew him, he was a sucker. I'm not saying you didn't have some people that liked him. Everybody got some people. And, at the end of the day, I wish he wasn't. Doesn't mean he should die. But sometimes bad things happen to bad people. And he did it to himself. So at the end of the day,
What are you going to do, bro?
It's a charity podcast.
It was a fun episode, man. It really was. It was an odd
I mean,
episode,
interesting.
and thank you for anyone who stayed with us on this one.
Yeah, nah, listen, it's this is life, people.
We needed
You know what I'm
this.
saying?
Me and G
This is the shit that
we
this
needed
is
a
the
little
shit that's called
convo.
life. There's a lot of things that go on in life. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, when people are out there sweating small little things, man, I sit there and I go, if you can sweat this, then you need to realize how good your life is. If this is what's stressing you, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at what's stressing you and you take a step back and say, what's stressing me? And you look, if that's the stresses that you got, and you look at all the things people can be going through, then even in that stress, you should be able to find some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you feel like you should be able to feel good. You know what I'm saying, man? You should learn, you should be able to look at certain things and go, listen, if this is the stress, that's my stress, man, I should be grateful that this is the stress that I have, because when you look at the stresses other people go through, that could be you. It's not, but it could be you. You know what I'm saying? My biggest stress is catching up with my bills. That's my biggest stress.
That's mine too. Honestly, that's mine.
That's my biggest stress. Yeah. Catching up with my bills, not getting my kids out of jail,
right?
Not having to bury somebody, not dealing with any kind of beef. No, my biggest stress is just catching up to my bills, and even in that, my rent is paid. Mm-hmm. So even if they turn off the lights or all that other shit, I still got a place where it's a little cool, a little warmer than the outside.
You always have to pay your rent first.
Rent and car. Two bills that get paid.
Yeah,
rent, car,
rent and car. Yeah, everyone else can go fuck themselves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It's the dumbest shit, man. When people fuck around with their rent money, it's like, yo, rent. Always pay rent. Always pay rent. You don't want to get evicted, because then you're homeless, and then you're fucked. It is so hard to get back into a place if you lose a place.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Unless you got a friend that lets you stay.
Yeah. I mean, still though, it's hard, It's fucked up.
I remember one time this dude made a joke about the homeless, and the chick in the crowd said, "You shouldn't make fun about the homeless." And he said, "Why not?" She said, "It's not nice. My brother's homeless." And he goes, "Well, it might not be nice, but I also can't feel," he goes, "I can't help but feeling like you can give your brother a place to stay until he gets back on his feet." You know what I'm saying?
What did she say?
I don't even remember, because everybody just started laughing.
It's a fair point, and an accurate point, and a very accurate point. All right.
Gotta show love, which brings me back full circle to what we were talking about before with addiction, is that because they say, like, they tell people that you got to let them fall. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them hit rock bottom for them to want to change. And they're saying that that's the actual opposite approach that you should have. You should have love for these people and start filling their lives with the things that they're lacking. And then see what that does. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do believe in tough love a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of both, a little bit of tough love, but some people need that soft touch, a little. Some people need you to hold their hand for a little bit. Everyone needs that. Everyone needs a little caring, a little soft touch.
And everybody plays the fool sometimes.
It's true. It's also true. Everyone gets played.
I don't know. Anyway, man, my brother, I swear, even if we didn't have one fucking listener, I probably still fucking do this with you every fucking week, man. I love talking to you.
A couple times.
Today was the best part of my day, man.
Yeah, me too.
And I want to thank everybody who stayed out and listened. If you're out there in New York and you haven't checked out the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show at the Grizzly Pear, what are you waiting for, dog? It's a great show, man. We just had a great show there this Monday. I'll be there Monday coming up, whatever that shit is. Right now we're in the middle, right after Valentine's Day. So when this comes out, I'll be up there. I'm every Monday. Every Monday I'm there. Come check me out. And if I'm not there, I'm in Atlantic City, acjokes.com. Check out the schedule. see what shows I'm on. Brian.
Brian, the video guy. Check us out. Podcast.
I thought you was
all
gonna
sorts of
plug the
shit.
Patreon.
Oh.
Check us out. Check us out on Patreon. Follow us on YouTube.
Fuck the Patreon.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Follow us on Patreon, right? Fuck the Patreon. Well, you never know, man. Maybe it'll blow up, man, and I'll get to fight. I don't care. Maybe what it is you got a lot of people that don't want to see you get beat up. So what they're doing is they're waiting for me to get older so that you have a better chance of actually winning.
And then they subscribe. Yeah.
And then they'll subscribe when I'm like 55.
I'm sure that's probably exactly what it is.
Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out. We want to thank you for watching the show. I want to give a shout out to John Kerrigan, Eleanor Kerrigan's brother, and to Eleanor, man.
I love John.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he just hit me up thanking me for having this on the podcast because I reposted a bunch of stuff. And of course, man, the first legit guest we ever had. Guys, that's another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. We hope you enjoyed listening and whatever shit, man. Stay safe. Peace.
Peace out.